Well, for me, I consider myself to be in a long line of African storytellers and griots, and in African culture and Native American culture, which is the other side of my family, we've always had storytellers that were part of the community. They pass on the oral history of what's going on, and they talk about the things that are happening today, and they tell the morality tales, that are all part of the culture. And I consider myself to be a 1994 version of that to my people, which is a storyteller and trying to relate my experiences and tales of right and wrong and of truth and justice and of love and sorrow through my music and through my words. And I think there's a very important place for that today, because the mainstream media doesn't want to really deal with where we're coming from on the street. And so when we say street poetry today, that's where we are today. We're in urban cities. I'm in America, and I live in a street culture, But my people in the past have lived in different places. We've lived in rural culture, we've lived in slave culture, we've lived in, in Africa, indigenous culture, and villages and stuff like that. But it's all basically the same stories that are being told, the same stories of life and of death and of struggle and of happiness. And so that's where street poetry comes from. It's just the expression of my people on the street today, where we live today.
Albino Brown has done more to capture the essence of the 90s black man and woman than any other person around. He actually got himself out there and into the people's backyards, in their lives, in their front yards, in their stoops, in their kitchens, in their games, in their expressions, in their minds. He's everywhere, which is good, because through the media of most modern day radio and TV stations, the black is no other than a shiftless, lazy Negro who performs on sitcoms, who always has the cute anecdote or always has the rap expression. Albino Brown is almost an ambassador from the white race to the black race, saying that even though we may be alien to each other, there's no need for that. He's the one bridge over troubled water. He's the man who's going to bridge the gap, who's going to show people exactly the straight dope. And he's going to put it in a form to where everybody, black, white, yellow, brown, whatever, can come in, disseminate this information, and get their own conclusions. He's just going to lay it out and tell the people the way it is. And if they can't understand that, that's too bad, because Albino Brown, we need more of you out there. And if there's any more possible Albino Browns, we need you right now, more than any time ever.